Lacey here, back with another video, and today we're doing a 4-part reaction to I Spectra, Sandra Park Festival, Bling Bling, Oh Mama, and this is hard to find their name, Ballistik Boyz from Exiled Tribe, Bye Bye. Ooh, explosion. Wow, magic, okay. Sorry. But today we're doing a launch of our Patreon in this channel. The reason I'm going to do a Patreon isn't for like more reasons besides that there's a lot of videos that I do that end up either being blocked or blurred or having like some sort of edit done to them in order to be posted on YouTube. And then there's also like videos that I can't post on YouTube. So for example, I released like a goblin reaction earlier this year. That one was like copyright struck and it struck my channel, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So basically the Patreon will act as like a secondary posting base for content that is blocked or blurred or etc for the channel. So there are 3 tiers. There will be free posts for the rest of the month, so the entirety of November every post is free, but I want to just quickly explain the Patreon to you guys. So the first tier is $3 because the lowest tier you can have on Patreon is $3, and that's just general support and access to all of my blocked or blurred content. But again, everything being released this month is free, so you don't have to be a Patreon member to watch that content. The second tier is $6, and you get Patreon only reactions, so you can vote for things you'd want to see me react to that I may not particularly do on YouTube. You would also get early access to YouTube videos when available, because obviously towards the end of the year I tend to do videos every day or every other day, but when we go back to our normal uploading schedule next year, to hopefully 2 to 3 times a week, to alleviate my stress, those will be days you can get early access to videos. You can also have your name included in the credits at the end of every video, at the time of recording obviously. And finally, you can have access to everything in the previous tier. The last tier is $10, and that would get you a verbal shout out at the end of the video. You potentially could be part of Patreon live streams if I end up doing that in the future. Exclusive biannual merch available for you guys. I make a lot of things. I 3D print a lot of things. I love merchy things, and I really want to do some type of merch in the future, so that would also be part of that tier. So 2 times a year you'd be able to get some sort of merch gift. And then finally, everything in the previous tiers. So those are the tiers. I try to keep them as low as possible because I know I'm a very small creator and I want to be realistic, but also like I just like even numbers personally. Which is why I didn't do like a $5 tier. So that's why it's $6. I know I'm just me. But yeah, I just wanted to explain that really quick. So if you want to be subscribed to the Patreon, so without further ado, let's get into this. Maybe. For a second, I thought of the Squid Game shoes. I don't know why. But that was a moment my brain went through.
Alright. Are you ready for this? Now turn into bass in trouble. We're the new bad boys in the block.
I'm thinking of Wonder Girls. That's funny. Okay. I've seen a lot of references in my brain watching this, and it's like hard to stop referencing other things in my brain right now. His voice is more down, so it really changes the melody of the song. That's so interesting.
Here we go. Yeah, we get the Spectra.
Ooh.
One step, find it. 2 step, chase it. 3 step, take it. Last step, boom it. 動き出したら止まらない。すぐにステンバイ鳴らせろね。I can feel your
Is this J-pop? Because I and I is from produced when I went to Japan, I think. Ooh.
What are we doing again?
See, his voice is not. Because his voice is. I don't know how to explain. But when he sings the intro into the. Well, he talks it. When he talks into the chorus, it changes what you expect it to sound like. Because you're expecting his voice to be higher, but it's not. You expect his voice. Okay. You expect his voice to be higher, but since it's lower, it has this weird kind of like disarming sense of like, okay, why does it sound like that? And then it gets into the chorus, and the chorus goes back up to that very high, like hi-hat type of hi-hat type of like vocal range. I don't know how to properly explain this, but like it's so jarring because initially that's not what you expect to hear, and then that's what ends up happening, which changes your perception a little bit going into that part of the song, but it also changes like the vibe of the song momentarily, because right into the chorus it goes right back to normal. And it's a very interesting choice, and I don't know if it's like that member's vocal range or if like a stylistic choice. Like, I don't know. Yeah, that's like the best way I can explain that. Okay, next is Sandara Park Festival. This camera is way too high today. Because I'm like here, and I have to be like here now. Ooh! The long The style is giving very like Twice, and then the song. There you go, my girl. Big Pink. That's so many hair clips. That must hurt. I do love the outfit though. Like the brown leather pants. Super sick. I don't think this is her debut because she's had songs for a long time. I just don't listen to her music, so this is like, I don't know if this is like her normal aesthetic. Okay. This outfit is so Sony birthday. Oh my god. This just feels sensory over here. Ooh. Okay. I know that she's collaborating with someone, but I don't know that I probably super well know. I do love her black pantsuit though, it's super cute. I kind of love that. Okay. And now this is when I go down a rabbit hole because I need to understand Sandra Park. Okay, she's an ex-member of 21. Okay, so she's Dara. And I'm assuming the cameo was another member of 21. The only people that I really knew from 21 is CL. I'm gonna be so real about that. And I'm assuming, yeah, okay. And then she's in this thing called Video Star since 2016. It's a talk show. And those two women in the beginning are her co-hosts. I'm basing that based on like their faces in the thumbnail. Okay, for myself, I needed to know who they were. I think that's cute. She like incorporates her friends in her MVs, but I'm assuming the person at the end dancing with her is an ex-21 member. She gives me a lot of like FX Luna, remember? But I know it's not Luna from FX. I think it's not Luna from FX. I think it's a member of 21 that's in the video with her. I just need to know that for my own sanity. Welcome to the rabbit hole. But anyway, I really like the aesthetic. I at first was concerned that they were going to keep using the same set. And they still are on the same soundstage, you could tell, but they changed the soundstage to be a different set piece. Because at first, I think for the first like minute and a half, almost a majority of the song, they were in the first set that they used. And I get it, the set had a lot going on, there was a lot of pieces, so it makes sense that they would use that for a lot of different scenes, but it was like so set like that you could tell, okay, if you look to your left, this is a set, if you look to your right, this is another set, if you look in the center, this is another set, and they used it fully. And maybe that's like the artistic choice that they wanted to do. They wanted a lens where like you saw everything going on, and so I find it interesting that they made that choice. I think the song is really good. I don't really listen to like old 21 members anymore. Like I used to listen to CL like 2016, 2017 when she went solo, but I don't think I've listened to anything by any of the members post 2018, 2017 era. So it's very weird going back into this because I don't really know the members as well. But yeah, anyway, I'm just rambling. I like the song. It just brought a lot of like thoughts into my brain as I watched it. And you guys had to experience that. But up next is, it's good, I don't know. Up next is, why does this happen to me all the time? Is Bling Bling by Oh Mama. This is 2021. No, Oh Mama by Bling Bling. Oh my gosh. Honestly, the name of the group makes me think that they're older. Like, that group of all like idols that were all moms that like disbanded after their first song. That's what I think when I see like the name. Okay. Oh. These intros, I guess, to the members are interesting. I don't know how to feel about this song. Okay. The styling's on point, like every outfit's good. It's just each section is a little disjointed. I like the uses of the skirts. Like, if you have that styling, I'm glad that they have the use of it in the choreo. Okay. Sure. I'm so confused. I think it's just too much. I think it's a good song. I think maybe it feels like too much because of the mixing. Yeah, I think it's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like they threw a lot into the song. Like there's so much going on that you're like kind of like overwhelmed, kind of overstimulated, but there's also not a lot going on. So it's like it's a weird juxtaposition for me. I think the song itself, if the mixing were better or like they toned something down, like they just felt there was some part of it that just felt a little too like heightened. And I don't know what exactly felt too heightened, but I feel like if they had toned it down just a little bit, it probably would have been less like, oh my gosh, like what's going on? Like overload of just emotion watching it. Like, and like you saw my face, I was so confused. But I feel like there's just something about it that was just too much. But then there's something about it that was like unfinished at the same time, and it's very, I don't know why. I do love the use of their outfits in the MV, particularly the movement of their skirts. I think they use those really well. I'm kind of curious if the choreography came first or the skirts came first, because I know different companies do things differently, and that's just like a detail that I find really interesting, because if the skirts came first, it could explain like the overwhelming sense. Maybe the choreographer was like, okay, I have to like incorporate movement because this is like a script that has a lot of movement, and it'd be interesting. And that leads into like live stages. Do they wear the same style of attire so they could do the movements? It's a lot of questions. I'll stop asking questions. Maybe. Last song is Bye Bye by Ballistik Boyz. Sure. Whatever you say. Stop. I was gonna say giving Bruno Mars, and I had to stop myself because that's not. I just really like on any group that comes from Exile Tribe. Like they're just, I just don't. The talent is top level. Okay. Ooh, the Center's outfit is my favorite. It's the jacket. Yes! I didn't do the movement wrong. Not the... Oh, I wish like he spun until he reached like the front of the line. That would have been so clean. Okay, okay. I like the vibes. I wish there was more power behind his falsetto there. Just be mine, baby. And then the song ends up feeling R&B at the end. It's wild. Okay. Okay. This is honestly a style I hear a lot from like P-pop and J-pop groups recently. I don't think this song is recent. I think, yeah, this is from a year ago. It's from May 2022. So it's like not recent to say that it feels like a recent song, but it's recent enough where I think this is very much an aesthetic I've been hearing from P-pop and J-pop groups, particularly the groups that stand out in my mind that have done this aesthetic are what groups? Maybe SB19 with I Need You, things like that. That's really what I think of in relation to this song. I think of a lot of R&B influences. I particularly love the lyrics and I love the choreography. As you guys could tell, I cannot dance. Never do that to me. But I really liked it. I really loved seeing how the members like came out and popped within their own individual parts. I do think the center in the beginning is probably like the leader or something. Or center over the group because he got a lot of screen time. We had a lot of vocal parts, which I find really interesting. He is the one that stood out the most, but maybe it's because of his role within the song as well. So I do acknowledge that. But I really think there's something to like Exile Tribe songs because Exile Tribe has a lot of subgroups I've noticed, and I've listened to a few, and like they all are really good. And it's very interesting to watch because I don't really get what Avic's like Exile Tribe really is doing. But I'm assuming they just have to market Exile Tribe within their songs because it's always this group from Exile Tribe, etc., etc. I really need to understand this lore a little better because the songs are always really good, and I'm just always like questioning, thoughtful about like the whole aesthetic of everything. But yeah. Anyway, if you guys like today's video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.